Join me as I dive into the incredible story of how Peter raised Dorcas from the dead, and see if I can uncover the lessons behind this miraculous moment. In this video, we'll explore the incredible story of Dorcas, also known as Tabitha, and how her resurrection by Peter showcases the power of faith. Dorcas was a beloved member of her community, known for her good deeds and charity. She lived in Joppa, a city on the Mediterranean coast, where she spent most of her days helping the poor and the widows. Her kindness and generosity earned her a special place in the hearts of everyone around her. Her selflessness was inspiring, and her presence was a blessing to all who knew her. Unfortunately, her life came to an unexpected end, leaving her friends and family devastated. The news of her death spread quickly, and the community was filled with mourning and grief. They were particularly affected because Dorcas was more than just a kind soul, she was a vital part of their social fabric. Her death left a huge void, and people didn't know how to cope with the loss. They missed her dearly, and the thought of living without her was unbearable. The disciples in Joppa heard about her passing and sent 2 messengers to Lydda, a nearby town, to fetch Peter, who was known for his miraculous healing powers. They were desperate for a solution, hoping that Peter could do something to bring Dorcas back. The community's reaction to Dorcas' death reveals how much they valued her presence in their lives. They weren't just mourning the loss of a friend, they were mourning the loss of a sense of security and comfort that she provided. Her good deeds had woven a web of relationships that were now torn apart by her death. The disciples' decision to call Peter was an act of faith, hoping that he could restore balance to their lives. They needed someone to intervene, to bring back the sense of peace and stability that Dorcas had brought to their community. As we delve deeper into the story, it's essential to understand the context in which Dorcas lived. She was a member of the early Christian church, a community that was still finding its footing. The church was facing persecution, and its members were struggling to survive. In the midst of all this chaos, Dorcas stood out as a beacon of hope, her kindness and generosity a testament to the power of faith. Her death, therefore, was not just a personal loss but also a blow to the community's morale. We will delve into the background of Dorcas, her contributions to the community, and what led to her death, setting the stage for the miraculous events that followed. Dorcas' life was a testament to the power of faith, and her death became a catalyst for an even greater miracle. Her story is a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can prevail. The faith of the community in Joppa, as well as Peter's faith, would soon be rewarded in a way that would change their lives forever. The key moment of the story unfolds when Peter arrives in Joppa, and through prayer and faith, he calls Dorcas back to life, showcasing the profound impact of divine intervention. Peter's arrival was met with a mixture of sadness and expectation. The community was still grieving, but they had faith that Peter could do something to bring Dorcas back. What followed was a miraculous display of God's power that would leave everyone in awe. Peter's prayer and faith were the keys that unlocked the door to Dorcas' resurrection. As Peter prayed, he was filled with a sense of compassion and empathy for the community. He understood their pain and their loss, and he knew that they needed a miracle to restore their hope. In that moment, he became the vessel through which God's power flowed, bringing Dorcas back to life. The moment Dorcas opened her eyes, the room was filled with joy and amazement. The news of her resurrection spread quickly, and soon the whole town was talking about the miracle that had occurred. The significance of this miracle lies in its ability to inspire hope in those who had lost it. The community in Joppa was on the brink of despair, but Dorcas' resurrection brought them back to life. It reminded them that even in the darkest of times, God is always present, always willing to intervene on behalf of those who have faith. The miracle also showcased Peter's role as a leader in the early Christian church, demonstrating his authority and anointing. We'll summarize the significance of this miracle and how it reflects themes of hope, faith, and the power of community in the face of loss. Dorcas' story teaches us that even in death, there is hope for new life. It reminds us that faith is not just about believing in God but also about believing in His power to intervene in our lives. The community in Joppa is a testament to the power of collective faith, demonstrating that when we come together in prayer and faith, we can accomplish great things. If you enjoyed this story of faith and miracles, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos exploring biblical events and their meanings.